Have y'all heard the audio of Kirk Franklin cursing at his son? If you didn't hear it, guess what? J.Evans got you covered, baby. Did y'all see the apology that Kirk issued? It was an apology to the public, but not to his son. If you didn't see it for yourself, guess what? J.Evans got you now. People lit up my DM on Instagram because that's where I pulled both of the pieces that I'm about to show you from. And they said, J.Evans, can you talk about this? Will you talk about this? Because it's Kirk Franklin. He's in the gospel world. Yes, we can talk about anything. We can give our opinions. We can be respectful about it. So I'm going to roll into it after I roll my intro. That's right, baby. We're going to hear what Kerrion, his son, recorded. Then we'll see the apology from Kirk Franklin, and then I'll show y'all some screenshots of Kerrion's views about it, things that the public are saying, him speaking out, comparing himself to Meghan and Harry, and then I'm going to come back and give my thoughts on it. So, let's talk about it. Hey, it's me. It's me, J.Evans. Yes, it is. You know, it's me, J.Evans. Now it's time for us to talk the talk. Let's get into this episode. That's right, y'all. It's me, J.Evans, and it's time for us to talk the talk. Are you not subscribed to me, Apple Pie? I don't know why. It's a billion, cajillion, zillion videos on YouTube, okay? You might not come across me again. Go ahead and subscribe. Set your notifications, and we'll stay connected. You can see when I upload new videos. Click in that description. It has my social media information. It has other videos you can get caught up on. Go to that playlist. It's videos of me running my mouth. Yes, y'all. Go ahead and subscribe.
Up a piece of paper. Okay, if you think I'm reading this paper, let me say it like this. When your bitch ass starts getting disrespected, you need to get your skinny motherfucking ass back out the goddamn way before I put my foot in your ass. Because I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. Shut the fuck up. I'm old.
What's up? I will punch your neck, nigga, if you ever disrespect me. I did it. He just hung up the phone? I'll break your neck. Is that a threat?
Many of you know I have an older son named Kerrion Franklin. In May, he'll be 33. For many years, we have had a toxic relationship with him as a family. We've tried for many years through counseling, through therapy, to try to rectify this private family matter. Recently, my son and I had an argument that he chose to record. I felt extremely disrespected in that conversation, and I lost my temper. And I said words that are not appropriate. And I'm sincerely sorry to all of you. I sincerely apologize. I want you to know as a father that during that conversation, I called the family therapist and got that therapist on the phone to try to help. He never played that part of the recording. I'm not perfect. I'm human and I'm going to make mistakes and I'm trying to get it right. Please keep me and my family in your prayers.
Okay, so that was an apology from Kirk Franklin. I'm going to start with that apology. Now, let me say this. I don't feel like Kirk Franklin owes the public an apology, but I get him apologizing. I know you're like, well, J.Evans, if you're saying he doesn't owe an apology, why are you saying you get it? I get it because, for one, he's a public figure. He's, somebody that is a celebrity. So some people might have been like, oh, Kirk, I'm offended. So the apology was just to say, I'm sorry if you're offended. He's a human. He reacts to things. And like anybody else, if you're in a situation with somebody, because we don't know the full dynamics of their relationships, he's just apologizing. But to me, because somebody said, well, he apologized to the son when they DM me. I said, no, he didn't apologize to the son. He just apologized for what was said and that we got previewed to that conversation. Ultimately, I think I take it both ways. I can see it from his point. I can see it from the son's point. But an apology is this, apple pies, because a lot of times people will say this. If they've done something to hurt you, they will say an apology like this. And I'm an apology Inspector Gadget, baby. Yes, I am. If they say, I'm sorry that you feel that way, that's not a real apology. To me, an apology is owning what you've done and acknowledging it. Just saying, I'm sorry that you feel that way is not saying I'm wrong. I'm not saying I hurt you. I'm just sorry that you feel that way, okay? So if somebody tells you that, baby, that's not a real apology, because you got to own it. You got to say, I'm sorry that I hurt you. I'm going to work on it. It'll never happen again. Now, in Kirk Franklin's case, I don't think we should have got an apology, because that's between him and his son. But like I said, I get it. We, the world, will see something, blow it up for one day, and then the next day we'll be owning something else, baby. So that's why I don't think he owes an apology. The apology was not for his son, Kerrion. It was just to say, look, I know y'all saw what he put out there. I'm sorry that y'all heard me in that light. Bam, let's go on to the next. Now, for Kerrion, I look at it as one or two ways. They could have a strained relationship. We don't know the full dynamics of it. He could be fed up, but like Kurt said, he didn't put the full audio out there. So we don't know if it's more that we did not hear. We don't know what's happening between them. Now, I pulled those screenshots in there for y'all, apple pies, to show y'all. J.Evans does just not make this stuff up. I'm not just shooting off the cuff. I like to show y'all. If y'all don't believe me, y'all can go over there to the Instagram. Now, he had this to say, Kerrion, in his Instagram post, the one under the Jet magazine. I'm going to read a little bit, because if you're watching me on YouTube and you put it on your TV, you can see it. If you're watching me from the phone, it's smaller. So I'll get into a little bit of that. He said, I'm finally out of a 14-year deep hole of chaos and confusion. The last picture I was allowed to take with my family in 2006. Y'all remember, if you were on the cover of Jet, baby, you had made it, okay? You were somebody. So that was the last picture he was allowed to take with them, because if you saw the other picture, he wasn't on there when they landed on another Jet cover. He said, imagine being taken all across the world from third grade to high school, then never again. If a couple of pages of my reality made you feel some type of way, just remember that your children will grow up and gravitate towards you, or if provoked for too long. We can love you long enough to leave you alone. If my dad continues to self-sabotage our progress as a family and ignores me for another 14 years and doesn't accept me, I'll still be fine. So I wonder what happened in these 14 years, baby, to make them just, or according to the son, allegedly, make him not communicate. But I'm pretty sure it's more that we do not know. He said further, why do people assume I did something to deserve verbal abuse? I just said what he said back to me. My father has been speaking very mean and manipulative to me for 15 years now. He then said, I forgive him for the past pain. I'm learning every day on my own this thing called life. He said, yet and still, I'm going to stay focused. My head is up. So, I do think it's ways to handle things. If me, J.Evans, was a public figure and I'm famous, I would hope that the person would try to work it out with me in private. But then sometimes if people aren't listening to you, a lot of people think that's what they have to do. Now, he did say, and he posted this, as soon as they find out you're not stupid, all of a sudden you're crazy. He said, so telling the truth has become a diagnosis for mental health issues. Meghan and Harry don't have mental health issues, just me. The allegations might not be true, ? So some people I went over there and looked are attacking him. I'm saying you're just doing this for attention. You just want to be famous. They were attacking him, trying to read him down to the ground. But ultimately, people, we can have an opinion about something, but only the two people involved really know. I think it is a touchy subject, especially when it comes to a father and a son and the relationship not being the best. It's easy for us to pass judgment, but I will say this. If it was our life on public display, think about how you would handle it and how you would feel. So I think it's just touchy. I think if they can work it out, they should try. But a lot of times, even in family relationships, you reach a certain point where it is what it is, and it's no mending fences. And that's sad because family is not the way that it used to be, but that's the reality that we live in. Sometimes you are not able to resolve things, but ultimately, I think it's a lot if it's put out in public. Like, if you can work it out in private, do that. But I can see where a lot of people are like, he's blasting him. This is not a good look, and some people are attacking him. Don't attack somebody regardless of what you think, because what we think, right or wrong, it does not matter. It's between those two gentlemen. Hopefully they can work it out. Hopefully, we won't see any more of this, because I don't think we need to, because this situation, I don't think it's our business. They need to work that out in private. But people, I think, just have to do what's best for them. So Kirk Franklin apologized. He felt like that's what he had to do. That was best for him. The son, Kerrion, is speaking what he feels like is his truth. So that's best for him, baby. So apple pies, y'all wanted it. I came in here and bought it to y'all. Maybe y'all have a different opinion from J.Evans, and that's fine, baby. We can chop it up on it like veggies in a food processor for your Sunday dressing. Y'all, we talked the talk. Now it's time to walk the walk. And stop recording people. Sometimes you don't need to record people. But Kirk did get crunk, baby. Maybe Kirk had enough. Maybe Kerrion has had enough, but baby, that was something else. All right.